Out of more than 5,000 games released on the PC in 2018, 626 of those received provisional play scores, which means these games didn't receive enough critic reviews. You asked for it, and here it is. The top 10 underrated PC games of 2018, all arranged by their provisional play scores. The play score is an average of gamer and critic ratings. When a game only reaches the minimum requirement of critic or gamer reviews, it receives a provisional play score. At number 10, TerraTech. Offering a mix of action, strategy, and sandbox fun in its open-world environment, Payload Studios gives PC players a rich haven for excitement. Built around the premise of an Earth seeking to colonize new planets, TerraTech not only allows players to gather resources around different kinds of biomes, but also to build their own land, sea, and aircrafts to pit against the rival armies. A combination of exploration and combat, it does a pretty good job at both. Play around its campaign mode that urges to unlock your creativity and make use of the fun sandbox environment. What brings disappointment to some players though is the lack of co-op gameplay. PvP mode is currently its only multiplayer setting, which isn't good news for friends who want to enjoy the world together. A little slow for an action combat game, it makes up for it with hours and hours of everything else. It receives a rating of 8.29. At number 9, AirMech Strike. There's plenty of good things about Carbon Games RDS, but best of all, it's free to play. While you don't get to drive their AirMechs firsthand, this online multiplayer will feed your action and strategy itch with their immersive visuals and gameplay. At first glance, its top-down perspective and detailed armies might send you back to the good old StarCraft days. For fans of the Blizzard series, this might be a worthy alternative. Getting mostly positive reviews on Steam, it has been praised for its fast-paced gameplay and diverse playstyles. On the other hand, as a free-to-play title, it also gets criticism for keeping some features behind a paywall, as well as its occasionally clumsy controls. With a wide range of mechs to choose and an exciting multiplayer mode, AirMech Strike definitely has a lot to offer, free or not. It has a provisional play score of 8.39. At number 8, Cyberdimension Neptunia for Goddesses Online. Tamsoft's hilarious parody of the console wars gets a new installment, and in it, the world of game industry is in another kind of danger. Known for its meta-narratives, break the fourth wall again and again as you meet their 4 CPU goddesses and protect the realm in an online fantasy game world based on themselves. Mostly a dungeon crawling hack and slash, take a pick from their 12 cute characters, each with their own unique playstyles. In this entry, players will be able to explore the dungeons with up to 3 other party members. It is a must-have for fans of the Neptunia series, and their beautiful Japanese art style will be enough to draw in other anime fans as well. So far, gamer reviews have been positive overall, but critics have cited glaring AI problems with some gameplay hiccups. It receives a rating of 8.76. 7. Tactical Monsters Rumble Arena. If this game looks a little like your typical mobile game, you wouldn't be wrong. After its successful debut on the mobile platforms, KMX Games makes itself at home on Steam with this online strategy RPG. While it might be underwhelming in terms of graphics, KMX Rumble Arena compensates for it with the depth of their tactical gameplay. As a free-to-play game, it's also injected with the freemium formula that most mobile games come with. But that also means it's crafted with the idea of keeping you on the game as long as it can, creating an incredibly addicting title you wouldn't mind spending a bit of money for. Despite the presence of microtransactions, you can still go on a long way with a hard grind of daily challenges. It also maintains the balance by giving each champion their own defining skills and traits. Create the ultimate deck and conquer the multiplayer stage with a rating of 8.97. Coming in at number 6, Life is Strange 2. Don't Nod Entertainment burst into the scene last 2015 with the magical quick-time events of Max and Chloe's temporal misadventures. While there's been other spin-offs in between, it only brought more anticipation for this latest entry. In Life is Strange 2, we move on from the Max and Chloe tandem and jump into the equally troubled lives of Sean and Daniel. Keeping the same kind of formula, supernatural powers still come to play, but this time its story revolves around relevant themes of brotherhood, fear, and escape. Run away from hometown Seattle past the dangerous woodlands and into Mexico. It still has the same coming-of-age storyline, now wrapped in their greatly enhanced graphics. With only the first episode available and the second releasing on the 24th, the series isn't quite complete yet, and players are awaiting each chapter with bated breath. Gaining very positive reviews so far, it receives a provisional play score of 9.05. 5. Distance. With its atmospheric sights, Refract's futuristic racing game provides that relaxing joyride vibes, but it's anything but quiet. Released just last September, it has garnered consistently high scores among gamers, with most impressed by the depth of their arcade racing gameplay despite its easy-to-learn mechanics. Set in a perpetually dark world, Distance neon lights and car details provide players with most of the visual delights. This hypnotic mood is only improved by the addition of their haunting synth-inspired soundtrack. Distance is also a great game for fans of the F-Zero series thanks to its fast-paced gameplay and various modes, adding variety to their already expansive content. What really sets this game apart is its VR support, which fully immerses players in the world of their creation. A unique racing game that embodies the word underrated. It receives a provisional play score of 9.25. At number 4, My Time at Portia. Since the rise of Marvelous's Harvest Moon series, farming games have become an evergreen staple in the video game world. Pathia Games puts themselves in the running with this mesmerizing casual RPG. Unlike other farming simulators, My Time at Portia breaks the boundaries using the stunning visuals of their 3D environments. Following almost the same narrative theme, restore your father's neglected workshop to its former glory and learn the ropes of managing the quiet farm life. With a surprising post-apocalyptic twist, players will also get to better society by recreating and building using the relics from a distant past. Grow crops, raise animals, befriend townspeople, and uncover the mysteries of the town. Currently on Steam Early Access, My Time at Portia is one of the most highly praised titles. Having the charm of Stardew Valley, the creative outlets of Minecraft, and so much more, it gets a well-deserved spot on our list with a rating of 9.28. At number 3, Friday the 13th Killer Puzzle. Blue Wizard Digital's take on the Camp Crusading Murderer is a puzzle game. Alongside its kid-friendly visuals, the game has a ton of amount of gore, and it's not really for kids. Slay campers around the game's over 100 levels. Terrorize these adults and victims in his famous hunting ground of Camp Crystal Lake, prisons, and even Manhattan. Even without the good old murdering mayhem, the puzzle elements of this game is addictive and challenging. You're constantly torn between which victim to kill first or which object to use. This kind of dilemma only exists when you're playing as Jason Voorhees, so don't do it in real life. Aside from its puzzles, did we mention that this game is free? It's just 5 hours of murderous rampage. For players who want more content, you can purchase the DLCs and add more levels to the game. It has a play score of 9.34. At number 2, Marie's Room. The indie genre is a goldmine of underrated games, especially when it's a walking simulator. This certain formula maintains a consistent ambience of emotional themes mixed with a charming soundtrack and fun exploration. The best thing about Marie's Room is that it's completely free. Just head on to Switch and dive right into the magic of Marie's Room. Similar to Gone Home, Firewatch, and other walking simulators, players explore the details of Marie's Room and find out what happened to the main character Kelsey and her best friend Marie 20 years ago. Solve little puzzles, read journals, and reminisce. The game was praised for its dreamlike atmosphere and adored for its heartfelt story. It's pretty much like Life is Strange 1. Even the room is oddly similar to Chloe's room. Either way, both are fantastic storytelling wonders, however short they may be. A rating of 9.35. Before we reveal the number one, if you want the complete list of the 5,000 PC games released in 2018, you can go on to our website, whatoplay.com. Link in the top right corner and in the description box below. And right on to number one, Ultimate Custom Night. Oh boy, how could anyone forget Scott Cawthon's series of jump scare hell? Sure, the predecessors did receive a bit of flack due to its cheap attempt at horror, but it sells and the kids loved it. It gained a massive fan base and garnered enough sales for Scott to make this ultimate Five Nights at Freddy's experience. A culmination of the 6 animatronic-filled games that took the gaming world by storm. This is the second spin-off series after FNAF World, and it lets the fans decide what to do with the 61 animatronic antagonists and its signature jump scare locations. As per usual, survive the shift in its 6 iconic office spaces and set the game's difficulty to your heart's content. Aside from that, players can also use coins to stall these pesky animatronics. Although the game received a polarizing reception, huge fans of the franchise loved its customizable take on the survival horror formula. It receives a provisional play score of 9.47. And those were the top 10 underrated PC games of 2018. If you love this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to become a certified What To Player. See you next time!